Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to show you what I've been working on here. I've been wanting to learn about music production for a long time and MIDI music, so I've been kind of accumulating some things. I decided I would try to do this all with DOS-based computers. I might use a couple instruments as well. Let me show you what I got so far. I'm calling this series 286 Studio. The reason is because the brains of the operation is my IBM PS2 Model 25. It's got a 10 megahertz 286 processor. I'm running a program called Voyetra Sequencer Plus Gold. You can actually run this program on a XT 4.77 megahertz computer with 640K of RAM just fine. I'm using a Sound Blaster CT1350B for my sound card and my MIDI interface. I can load up a file here. Gotta bear with me, it's got a 20 megabyte hard drive. Surprisingly, it still runs. There's no bad sectors. We'll see if your hard drive still spins in 25 years. Anyway, you can see here, I have several tracks loaded. You can compose multiple tracks. You could either assign them to the internal FM Sound Blaster synthesizer, or you can send them out to other instruments, or computers in this case, to have more than one instrument, and then you can run effects externally through each instrument that you have. This is how it works. I got the metronome on. Let me turn that off. Each one of these different tracks here is a different instrument. So you hear the thing that's playing in the background, that's this. You can see the notes there if I go to the note screen. I have a video of this song if you want to check it out. That's pretty much what this thing does. This is the brains of the operation. Let me shift over to my second unit. I wanted to have some extra instrumentation, so I had to search to see what was actually available for DOS, because most of that stuff came into play in the Windows era. So I found two really cool programs, and I had to pull out the big guns for this. This is a Pentium 150 with 96 megabytes of memory. Got an awesome keyboard too, you can see it down there. That's my Midi controller. It's a Yamaha SHS-10 keytar. It's got its own internal sounds if I turn the volume up. If I turn that down, I have this set to MIDI channel 1, and you can see this cable right here. It's plugged into the Sound Blaster on the back of the computer. This one has a Sound Blaster 16. Now, let me start up the programs that I got on here. So I got to looking around as to what I could actually use on an old computer like this, and I found that there was this program called Audio Sim that they made in 1996. It's actually an analog synthesizer that you can either play with the keyboard plugged into your Sound Blaster card, or you can actually, in my case, I'll be sequencing this with my 286. But it sounds pretty good. I'm gonna play around with the notes a little bit. You can tweak all these different settings on the screen here. There's several presets. There's also this randomize button here which adjusts all the knobs and makes some crazy things happen. You gotta bear with me a little bit because I'm still learning how to use all this stuff. But let me show you this other program that I have on this computer. Alright, so I found a sampler, actually, an old sampler. This was from a small company. It loads completely into RAM. It's supposed to be pretty stable, but it wasn't very popular, not that I found, so. But I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to be able to do some stuff with it. Let me load up a sample and we'll demo it. I'll load up the Vox. I was messing with that yesterday. It sounds pretty cool. Try something else here. How about the electric bass? Now the bass doesn't sound anywhere near as cool as the Vox that I just played. But it's cool that this is a sampler that I could run on a 150 megahertz Pentium computer and that I could map to MIDI and control with my sequencer. So it gives me more options. Let's do the drone here. Kind of a cool drone, but I think I can make a better sound like this with my analog synthesizer program, so I don't think I'll be using this sample. I'm not sure if I can actually load my own samples into this or not yet. I'm sure I'm going to find out later on. This software was pretty hard to find. I emailed the guy that wrote it. Maybe. I'm not sure if you can actually get the full version of it or not anymore. Down there in that dark hole, I have my Tascam Porta Studio 424. It's a cassette 4-track recorder. That's actually what I'm using to mix all my different audio channels. It also has the benefit that I can use it to record cassettes. So yeah, my computer music will probably be available on cassette if anybody's into that sort of crazy stuff. Creeping down there, you'll see my amplifier that I'm running all this stuff. It's a Technics 35-watt amplifier from the 70s. It actually sounds pretty good. I'm using these Insignia bookshelf speakers as my studio monitors. They actually sound pretty good. I got these at Best Buy several years ago when they were first launching the brand for $35 for the pair. If I pull this off, you can see the cones. They're carbon fiber. It seems to actually sound pretty awesome. Now, I'm not quite done with my setup yet because I'm using the Sound Blaster card with no external interface. As of right now, I could only plug into a couple instruments at a time. I actually have a MIDI hub on the way that I bought from Tindy, which is the same website I purchased my RPing from. Yeah, I also got this Yamaha RX-15 drum machine. I got this thing off of eBay. It's pretty cool. Here I am messing with it with my RP kit. I'm still learning about this MIDI stuff, so if any of you guys know some things that I don't know, just let me know in the comments. Or if you have any questions about what I've been doing so far, make sure you ask me. I hope you enjoyed my video. Subscribe if you want to see some more of my stuff. I'm going to keep messing with this and keep learning along the way.